Swat 4, one of a kind until Ready or Not came out. I'm not hating on Ready or Not, hear me out. Now Swat 4 was one of a kind, the first ever tactical shooter that really put an eye on the SWAT team. I love Swat 4. Swat 4 is one of the best tactical shooters in my opinion, and one of the first ever actual tactical shooters. There's a lot to hate about the game, like it's not having any aim down sights, the graphics are still shit, but it came out in 2005, and remember, the only game I know of that actually had aim down sight in 2005 was Battlefield 2, but Battlefield 2 was ahead of its time, just like SWAT 4. Let me explain. The gunplay in this game is very realistic for a 2005 shooter. It really has an emphasis on the amount of bullets, what type of bullets you use, what type of gun you use, and each gun has a different recoil and has a different damage rate as well as firing rate. It really puts an emphasis on realism when it comes to guns in this game. Sometimes when you play this game it feels like you're playing a horror game because it really is very dark and it really wants to put an eye on what these police officers actually has to go through. For example, the Fairfax Residence is the second mission in SWAT 4, where the SWAT team is tasked with investigating the house of Lawrence Fairfax, who is the prime suspect in a series of grisly homicides. This mission is memorable for its dark and disturbing content in it, but you have to remember it's a serial killer that's down there, so it needs to be dark. And I love the atmosphere in this game because they really put an emphasis on what it actually would have been like. And not only that, let's talk about the atmosphere. The atmosphere in this game really puts, every single mission has a different type of atmosphere depending on where you are at. If the story of the mission is very dark, then the atmosphere in this will be dark and horror-like. But if it isn't and it's just like a terrorist situation, it will be more of a terroristic atmosphere, if you get what I mean. The atmosphere is always with the mission, and it really puts you into this game. So both of us know the physics, the gunplay and everything is very bad compared to today's standards, but for a 2005 game it's still ahead of its time. But stay with me now. This is where the mods comes in. The SEF mod really transformed this game to something very new. They fix bugs, they put new equipment into it, a lot of stuff has been fixed. But the most memorable thing about this mod is definitely the aim down sight. Now come with me, this is a couple of things that the SEF mod has fixed for SWAT 4. Over 40 new pieces of equipment, and it's more realistic equipment as well. The original SWAT 4 and Stechkov Syndicate campaigns combined into one. A second campaign, all mission campaigns, permadeath mode, campaign co-op, iron sights, overall AI, order your squad through your voice, altered door mechanics and much more. The game is playable without the mods, but with the mods it really is so much better. And I would almost say that it's a must to have this mod to play SWAT 4. And SEF mods adds a lot of new weapons for the game that is really a must as well. So now we have an AK and so forth, a Desert Eagle, it's just so much better. Now multiplayer still exists for this game unlike Battlefield 2, so you can still play with your friends if you have bought the game. And I'm not mistaken, but the SEF mod also supports multiplayer, so you can play with your friends. But if not, let me know down in the comments and I'll pin your comment as well. Now the AI in the game isn't one of the best since it came out in 2005, but the AI is still very smart compared to today's games. But mods like SEF really tries to fix these kind of problems with the bug fixes in it as well. They try to update it as much as they possibly can, but the last couple of months they haven't really brought out the update, so that's kind of sad. My final thoughts about this game is really it is a must-have to get. The gameplay in this game is really nice, the atmosphere is fantastic, the bots, okay yeah, the AI isn't the best, and the gunplay, yeah, it's out of date for 2022, but still, mods like SEF really brings this to life, and I think you guys still should go and download this. So let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video, like always.
Don't try anything.
Screw! Suspect down!
Suspect secure.
Police! On!
Entry team to talk.
Put your hands up and get to
Talk, this is entry team.